Hello boys and girls, welcome back to another Pit Stop Scale Model Garage video. Hi, I'm Vinny and I will be your host. Today, unfortunately, because I had a couple little accidents, losing parts or breaking parts, I decided to get going on another build. And hopefully, I can get this build done in 2 weeks, because today is October the 13th and I have till the end of this month to complete this vehicle that I am going to do. If not, it's just another build that I could add to my collection. Anyhow, what I am talking about is, since I'm on a Chevelle kick, that I would try and complete my Chevelle series. Now, I have you have seen in the reveal that I had the 64, the 65, the 66, and the 67. I also have the 69, which was my car that I had when I was younger in another group build. But I decided to do this guy, the 68 Chevelle. So that would give me 64 through 69, and I do have a 70 sitting in my stash. But my objective in this video is to get this car complete so I can get it into the group build on the 1000. So with all that being said, let's go down to the bench and see what I have accomplished so far. We'll talk to you guys in a little bit. Bye. Okay, boys and girls, welcome back to the bench. What you're looking at right now is a 1968 Chevelle SS 396. It is a Revell kit. It is a 1/25th scale. This car is going to be built just as a daily driver, cruiser down Central Avenue, that type of car. No hot rod, not going to be anything sticking up through the hood. It's just going to be basically a stock automobile. Okay, so it's got 126 parts and it is molded in white. It used to be white. It ain't white no more. Yeah, so it's basically just a small build. 396 engine, nice undercarriage here. Alright, so let's see what I have accomplished so far. Now, you guys know there's 3 things I like to do when I get a model going, and that is, number 1, to get the engine complete. Now, I'm not going to do every little thing that I do on this. I'm just going to show you highlights. So the engine is complete. My starter wires, my heater hoses, my coil wire, all the spark plug wires are in. The front is complete. Oil filter, starter, all of that's done. Okay. The second thing I like to do is get the car color on the automobile. So this is the color I chose. TS92. It's called metallic orange. Now when you see the color, it almost looks like a copper, but I like it. There's lots of metal flake in there, so let's see what it looks like. And so this is the color that we're going to be doing. Nothing has been done to the paint. The paint's only 24 hours old right now. So it looks copper, but there is a lot of gold metal flake in there. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see all of that. Oh yeah, there you go. Look on the hood. So this car needs to get wet sanded and then a third coat. There's 2 coats of paint on here. The third thing I like to do is to get the car standing on all fours. But this is the point I'm at right now. Here is, I'm going to call the floorboard, and I went ahead and I did paint the gas tank, and I left the straps that they had on there black because I had painted this with NATO black. I like that color. It's kind of like a greenish black. Certain lights it looks green. Anyhow, as you can see, that's done. My exhaust is already done and painted. The lower half, now this has two parts. It has the floorboard and it has the chassis. So, the chassis is complete. You can see the springs in there. And I don't know if you can be able to see the springs up in the front. The only thing left on this actually is to put the rear shocks in there. And those are right here. I am working on getting it standing on all fours. I do have the backs painted here, so they're ready to go. These have pins that go into here, so I don't know if I'm going to like that or not. These are the wheels and tires that I chose. I got the old red lines on there. And so this car will be standing on all fours here in probably 10 minutes right after I do this video. I have more painted parts here. So those are almost in. Now, I said the box had, what, 127 parts? Pretty much. Pretty much the box is empty, except for the glass and the decals and the chrome tree. So, with that being said, let's see. So we got this. This has got to get mounted onto here. Now, one thing about this kit is if you put this chassis on first, you cannot get the engine in there because this cross member right here, the transmission cross member, it sits kind of low, and once you get this in there, you can't do it. So you got to put the engine on here and then put this in the car. The engine, so in other words, the complete drivetrain needs to be done before you marry the chassis with the floor pan. So, a few things I'm going to do is I'm going to actually mount the engine. Here's my drive shaft. So I'm going to do that, and then once that is done, I'm going to go ahead and mount this on here, and we'll continue on from there. So we'll be back here in a few minutes. Okay guys, we're back down to the bench now, and I'm going to show you what I have completed up to this point. As you can see, the car is now standing on all fours, and I really like the tire and wheel combination on this. I think that looks pretty cool. It's definitely old school stuff. And this side also. Now, the bottom of this chassis is 100% complete. Now, this is how they tell you to put the exhaust system in there. Well, guess what, Mr. Revell? It does not work. Why does it not work? Well, because there are certain things that are in your way when you start putting it together. And the part that's, when you go around these loops right here that go around the differential, it doesn't work the way they say it is, because it has to go through the upper trailing arms and the differential to get it into the correct position. And you have to make sure that it's hooked up here in the front. Anyhow, after about 25 minutes of trying to figure out how to get this exhaust system in there, it is done. So, the bottom of this car, for this build, is finished. And I think I'm looking pretty good so far to get this done within 2 weeks' time. Today is the 13th of October, and I am going to continue on this, and we'll see how far we can get. But anyhow, as far as this video goes, I'm going to call it good. The next time you see this car, I hope, will be in the reveal of under 1000 group build. So with all that being said, Thanks for watching, and as always, your questions, comments, inputs, subs, shares, and likes are always welcome. For now, that's all, folks. Pit Stop Scale Model Garage out for now. Bye!